Today I have a very different watch to show you guys from what I normally show here on my channel. This is a watch made entirely out of ceramic. Well, not entirely. Most of the watch is made out of ceramic, but it costs under $1,000 and it's inspired by the sport of skiing. So I'm actually a skier. I may not look like a skier, but I do like skiing, and I have one of these watches on hand to show you guys. I have a white ceramic case with a black dial. I think it's the best out of the bunch that they have currently on their website, but I am sort of biased. Let's flip the camera and take a hands-on look at a brand new micro brand called Earth & Co. and their ceramic watch. If you've ever met me in person, you may not look at me and say, hey, that guy skis, as I do not look like a skier, but the truth is that I used to be a pretty good skier. Skier, is that what you would, yeah, I think that's what you call it. I used to ski a lot. My family used to go a lot when I was a kid, and then as I got older, I continued to ski here and there, and I was pretty good at it. And then I gained a bunch of weight, and now I don't do much. But back then, I did ski a lot, and this is a watch that's inspired by skiing. This is called the Summit. Makes a lot of sense. It looks like a skiing watch. I mean, it's white like snow, and you also have a white strap. It kind of does fit that mold. It's called Earth & Co., and this is a ceramic watch that costs well under $1,000. So this is the first micro brand that I've ever featured here on my channel that has a full ceramic case, and it costs under $1,000. That is significant because I'm not sure if this is going to be a trend, but they are definitely the first that I have seen. And this is a very good looking watch. So you have that white case that is made out of ceramic, but there are stainless steel elements here. So you do have a stainless steel case back, which is solid, and then you have a stainless steel crown, and of course the buckle on here on this strap is also in stainless steel. You have a matte finished black dial, and there is lume on that dial. You have stainless steel hands, however the second hand is in white to match that case. And the second hand has a little loop on the counterbalance, and when it swings around, it goes over that little logo right above the 6 o'clock. Very cool little detail, not necessary, but I really like it. And then there's another little detail that I like. The crown is sort of segmented, and there's a little grippy area that is made out of rubber that's in the crown. Again, not entirely necessary, but it's a little detail. Obviously, a ceramic case isn't entirely necessary, but it looks cool. I like how that crown looks. I like how that second hand looks, especially when it passes over that logo. It's a little bit special. It says Earth & Co. right below the 12 o'clock, and everything is printed on that matte finish dial. And I believe all of that is printed in Super Luminova. So like I said, we will do a lume shot towards the end. The minutes hand is a fence post hand, and then the hour hand is a wide stick hand or a baton. That crown is also screwed in. You do get a screwed in case back, a sapphire crystal, which is slightly boxed and raised off of that ceramic bezel. And you do get 100 meters of water resistance, which of course is great for an everyday watch. That makes a lot of sense. And you do get a Miyota 9000 series inside. That is a 9039. So that makes this a thin watch as well. This is only 10 millimeters thick, including that sapphire crystal, and of course 100 meters of water resistance. This is around a 37.5 millimeter watch is what I measured, and then you have around a 44.5 millimeter lug to lug, and the crown is pretty large, as you can see, for a 37.5 millimeter watch. This comes in at around 6.8 millimeters, so a very large, very grippy crown, very easy to use. On my wrist today, I have the Walbrook Skin Diver in yellow. This is a very bright watch, very similar to the watch that we're looking at today, not in look, but it is very bright, just like the watch that we're looking at today is a very bright watch because of the white strap and the white case. So pretty flashy, but I like that. And there is the Summit on my 7.5 inch wrist. It wears like a 38 millimeter watch. It looks fantastic. That white strap really stands out. This is a 37.5 millimeter watch, a 10 millimeter thickness. So you can see how thin that wears to the wrist. And then you have around a 44.5 millimeter lug to lug. It wears great on my 7.5 inch wrist. The only complaint that I have about this watch is the white strap. So I wish this came with 2 straps. So I would wear it on the white strap, but I wouldn't wear this on the white strap around my children, because the moment they touch this, it's going to get dirty. It's going to get dirty fast. And it is a canvas strap. I do want to mention that. You get a nice buckle on here. It is stainless steel. It's milled, but this will get dirtier way faster than you would expect, especially around children. But even with day-to-day wear, this is a strap that's not going to last very long because it's a bright white strap, and you want to keep it looking like this. So if this came with 2 straps, I think it only comes with the one. If this came with 2 straps, it would make it a little bit easier to wear. Maybe something like a black strap or even like a tan strap. I think that would look good with this as well. Or maybe even give the option for the extra strap. Well, there you go. Very nice lume on here, very liberally applied to the hands and the indices, except there is no lume on the second hand. I would like to see a little bit of lume on the second hand, considering this is somewhat of a sports watch, 100 meters of water resistance meant for skiing. So I would like to see a little bit of lume on the second hand so that I could see that it's working in the dark. Maybe the whole entire second hand being lumed would be cool, because this is a white second hand. I think that would work really well. It's a very legible watch, obviously, because you have that black dial, the white hands and indices, so the silver hands and indices against that background. It is really, really legible as well. This is a really nicely priced watch also, $899. When you think about it, for a full ceramic case, except for the case back in the crown, of course, if you were to get this on the secondary market from a major brand, it would still cost more than $899. So you're getting a brand new watch directly from a manufacturer with a ceramic case that costs less than the competition for this watch on the used market from other major brands. Kind of crazy, because ceramic watches are expensive. Go look at IWC and see how much those watches cost. Compared to this, you will never be able to get a watch like this at that price. Pretty cool. So that's why I think this is really well priced. The only complaint that I have, like I said, that this gets a white strap. Obviously, they make other versions that don't get a white strap, and this is ski themed, so the white strap does make a lot of sense. Just personally, I would like to have the option for a darker strap as well. That's really my only point that I would make here. I like that it has a Miona 9000 series because it's very thin. You have no date because it's the 9039. I think it's a very attractive watch, especially for that price. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I will add a link to this watch down in the description. If you are interested, definitely check out their website. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next video.